There you go. Oh, let me show you one thing and come and meet him. This is Matthew or Metal Eagle.
Hi.
Hi.
Up here's where they'll chat to you like
Right.
you did streaming before. So you can talk to the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Worst case, if he goes crazy, just let Matthew handle it all.
Okay.
Right back.
All right. So you guys were gonna go over. Were you guys gonna play a game together, or were you gonna go over a game together?
We're gonna play games together, but in the meantime, I'm gonna review a game that's in the study. So
Okay.
you'll be with me, and you're gonna see the moves on the board, and basically talk about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And he said I don't know anything about chess. I played chess for
You
years.
know of chess at least.
I've played chess I even just watched an episode of Bluey that had chess on it, so I feel pretty prepared.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What's the name of the kid?
Oh, him? This is Corbin.
Corbin. He's cute.
Yeah, no, he's definitely, he's cute right now while he's not crying, so.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
That's always nice to have it.
Yes, until he starts to cry. He likes to jump a lot. Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah, I know. Grandpa wants you to be a chess prodigy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good luck with that.
Definitely. Let's go to your dad's Twitch stream so I can interact with the people.
Okay.
This is not drive blind. It's like, okay, I see you, see your baby, but people are like, hey, they're gonna be butting in, and I don't want to have them have nobody talk to them.
Yeah, so, no, that's it. He's got it up. I can see it. I don't see anybody in the chat room yet, but I can't tell if anybody is. I'm trying to remember where to look to see if somebody's viewing it.
Yeah, so at the moment, nobody's viewing yet, but I know that based on your father's announcements, maybe there are going to be people coming in later, filtering in. So We'll just wait and chat for a little bit, just you and I.
Okay.
While we're waiting.
That works. So you just know my dad from doing the streaming?
Yeah, we're just going to talk to, for now, I'm going to be, like I said, just going over this game and explaining what's happening. And later on, when your dad, comes back, we'll be playing together. So that's the agenda, I'll say.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's really funny. He was really into, he had gotten me into Twitch briefly, but he's just, I have so-and-so, and I'm going to play so-and-so, and I'm working with so-and-so, and then I also did this thing, and I just, it cracks me up, because he's constantly doing it, or, my friend I met on Twitch, and streaming, and and it's just people he's never met before in person, but he's making connections with. He's very good at that, though.
Yeah, definitely. As far as his I'll say his teaching style, I think he's really, really good at what he does.
Yeah.
So I think it's inspiration for other teachers and myself included. I love them. So I think I can get the highest praise for him and what he does from that regard.
Yeah. No, he's definitely one of the best coaches that I know. I don't think he realizes how obvious it is. I coached volleyball with him for a while, and he just energetic, gets the girls to do what they need to do. It's always fun, has good attitude. It's just, and a good teacher in general too. It always kind of surprised me that when I think about it, that he doesn't teach, he teaches kind of in general, with whatever he does, but that he's not specifically a teacher.
I see.
Okay.
But especially the understanding of how to present some material, it goes beyond just having a teacher. There's a lot of crafts that do that. Like, for example, if you have a business background or an entrepreneurial background, that requires the same skills about presenting some facts for people that don't know what you're talking about, right? So,
yeah, and being able to make that accessible to people at various levels, he's very good at that too, which is nice.
Yeah, it's very definitely a very good thing to have, a quality.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
But yes, he's awesome. As far as I know, I don't know much of him. I just know him as a Twitch guy, but as a teacher as well. But he's a really nice guy for sure.
Yeah.
My first impressions, I'll say.
He is, yeah. No, he's a good guy. He's one of those people that I sit there and you know, sometimes he'll be like, Dad, why are you saying that? But you know, like I know like at the root of everything is just kind of him being, you know, a good open person and trying to learn new stuff or do new things, and so
Yeah.
which is nice. I don't feel like everybody can say that about their parent, that, oh no, like I genuinely like who my parent is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
so
good quality that the people that
Excuse
do
you.
have that in their lives is especially for your grandchildren or your child and his grandchildren. They'll be just expounding about the values that he has. You know.
Yeah, no, he's very excited. I know he was like, oh yes, your sister was close to being a chess prodigy. I'm like, I don't think that's how that works. And he's like, no, she was really good at a young age, but like she just didn't want to study chess. I'm like, I feel like a prodigy is just like innate skill. Like you don't have, like you still have to learn obviously, but like he's like, no, she could have been a chess prodigy. I was like, Dad, I don't think that's how that works. So he's hoping for this one. He was like, oh yeah, I gotta start at an earlier age with him. Maybe like three, maybe 4. I'm like, yeah, you go ahead. You got this. Go for it. Maybe this one will be the child that fulfills his dreams of chess glory. Or basketball. He wants him to be a basketball
Be a
star,
sports guy. I see.
Yeah, he doesn't come from super tall stock though for me and his dad. So we were like, well, I mean, he could still do it, but just it makes it a little bit more of a challenge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so from my side, I have a brother who is actually he's adopted from South Korea, and he has a son that's basically a spitting image of him. And him, my brother, he was actually so close to becoming an Olympic athlete of wrestling.
Oh, cool.
So he's very athletic. He's good at every sport because he's built like that. And his son is definitely every sport with a ball of running. He does it really well.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Now that's why we like soccer, and I wish I got into volleyball sooner. I kind of wish I had stuck with chess actually as well. Like, you know, but it's one of those things, like I feel like looking back, I really did not like to have somebody teach me something. And, you know, listening to my parents was terrible, even at a young age. So it's one that, like, now I'm sitting here like, oh, you know, I wish I had wanted to study chess. Like, now I want to and I don't have the time. And, you know, I think it's really interesting, but, you know, it's one of those things that you just kind of later on you go, you know, like I missed my opportunity to kind of do that at that younger age and kind of miss out on that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, which is why I feel like it's also got to be kind of like your affinity that you're interested in it even. So you could be the best chess player in the world, but you know if you're not interested in it at a young age and you don't want to learn, then you know you're not going to
exactly.
grow in
The
that
motivation
area.
will be not there.
Yeah, which is definitely necessary.
Yeah, but the thing is, like with chess, is similar to tennis. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can always love the game for the game of the fun at any age, so you can come back to it later on when your kids get older and you have more free time for that. If you have the expendable time, then you can go back to that. You're just like, let's say your dad's age, and you can just do like him. Later starter, but you had the same enjoyment of the game.
Yeah, no, and that's why I think it's one of those cool things too. You know, I used to teach, and the kids are trying to get a chess club started at the school I was at. And I was like, oh, you know, like, actually, I feel like I could probably, like, I can definitely teach the basics and stuff. But it's just one of those things that it's always nice to have, you know. I feel like, you know, in movies or whatever, you know, like when people, oh, do you know how to play chess? And, you know, some people know how to move the pieces a little bit, but not completely. It's just a nice skill to have, to be able to kind of pull that out and have this, you know, intense thinking game that you can go into, you know, with, and even if you don't know all the different plays and stuff, but it's, you know, that thinking man's sport. So I feel like I would definitely go back to chess before I went back to tennis.
So
like tennis, also, but a little too hot for me right now. Yeah,
definitely. So one thing is, like, for chess, certainly it actually teaches some life values about patience, not to rush into like decisions, and also making sure that you have a plan thought out. So things that
Yeah.
are reflecting of life important skills just teaches you that. So
Yeah.
that's a valuable thing that is like a scholastical thing you can think about it.
Well, and I think like looking ahead too. So that's what I always remembered was kind of like going, 3 steps ahead. And I was like, oh, go as many steps ahead as you can. And it was like,
Yeah.
I can't conceptualize that far. I can do it like a couple steps ahead, but then you get
Hmm.
caught up into like how many different places somebody else can move, and it just gets
Oh
exhausting.
yeah.
And it was too. But like I feel like now like that's what I do for my life is okay. Like what am I
Yeah.
gonna do, and then what could be all the repercussions and what can
Oh
happen
yeah.
from it, and looking ahead,
Yeah.
it's a nice skill instead of just sitting there going, okay, I'm gonna react to something.
Hmm.
It's that kind of
Yeah.
pause and, like you said, patience too.
Yeah. So again, the cool thing about chess is like you can take the easy way of knowing learning chess, and you can take it the hard, cruel way, and you just get stressed out like, oh, what am I gonna do? I'm just doing like wing like going to the seat of my pants. It's like nothing's working. I'm terrible. No, just like you can make it simpler for yourself if you want to, and you can prioritize what's important and focus on that. Like a little bit subset of chess, you're like not overwhelming yourself. I have to know everything. You don't have to do that at all.
Yeah.
Just you don't have to worry about openings at all. It's just like pulls out of the books. Just like I want to know how to play chess and survive a couple moves, and it's like, yeah, just happy. Be happy to have a game longer than 5 moves or something like that.
Right. Yeah. No, I still remember that one of our friends. He was the good one at chess, and it was a
Yeah.
feather in your cap if you could beat Scott. But I remember he learned that one opening where you could win, like you won in 5 moves, or like 3 moves. Like you like push, you like get them to do one thing, and then you could like take their queen or whatever. Oh, I hated that. It took me a while to figure out how to beat him at that, and then it just yeah, it drove me insane. And I beat him once, and I never
Yeah.
played him again. I was like, I will never play you again. I'm gonna keep that that honor there. Oh, see, there we go. You guys got one person. Hello, Gridiron
Hey.
Grace.
Yep. Girl. Grid around Grace. How are you doing? Hello.
Oh, is it Gridiron? That makes sense
Yeah.
too. Oh.
We're just talking just about chess and life. Well, Tiberian comes back eventually, but he's out shopping or whatever, and we'll just talk about life, chess in general. How are you doing today? Nice to have you here. So, as
Yeah.
far as like yeah, like one thing is like a funny thing about chess is there's a lot of people that they play chess. If they beat somebody once, they said they're never going to play that person again. It's like, I'm going to get that 1 minute streak and never play it again, and I'll be good. So I think that's the same thing about my best friend. He knows I'm a chess master, and I think he knows that if he beats me in a game of chess, he'd be set for life. Never play me again. It's like, I'm done. I beat my chess for a friend. I accomplished everything I want in chess. I don't want to play anymore.
You've
So,
reached
a
your
lot of
peak.
people do that. Yeah.
Yep, that's where, and that's what I know. My little sister is. My dad's like, oh, she's pretty good actually, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I very
Yeah.
specifically and carefully not challenged her to chess because I do not want to lose to her and then have to spend the rest of my days figuring out how to beat her. So I'll just kind of keep on top, like, oh no, I would probably beat you because I'm older.
Oh.
Oh, that was fast. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Ready back
Oh.
already? Oh, okay. Do you want me bringing up some pizza?
Oh, sure.
Okay. You just had one person join.
Oh,
So-
Gridiron. Hey, thanks.
You're welcome. Ugh, a good conversation with Matt. You're
What's-
very cool.
What's this?
That's my.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll bring up some pizza. How many pieces do you want?
Oh, it's just 2 on a plate. Thanks.
Go
Hey,
for it.
hey, and I don't want you to come looking for this later.
Thank you. Yeah, because we'll see you.
Yeah.
We'll be leaving.
Hey. Did you have a good visit?
Yeah, very good. We were talking about just chess in general, how to learn chess, and I told him how, I don't know you as much, but I really like your teaching style and your personality as well. It's like, just all praise to you and all of your efforts about your great family, I'll say.
Well, thanks.
So,
I can guarantee
stuff
you
like
I'm going to
that.
go back and watch the VOD.
Oh, you're gonna see what I said?
I got to go back and see what you said. Come on.
Yeah.
That's like mandatory.
Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
Yes, Gridiron. Yes, Gridiron. She's the one who wrote the book with me. So Gridiron bought my book, The Time Warp King. I don't know if you know, Metal Eagle. I've written 6 business books.
Oh, business books.
Boring, not for general consumption. They are business related. So let me change my background while I'm at it. So yeah, the business books, I have 6 of them, and then I also have written now 5 novellas, and they are about Sir Locke the Gnome, and so that's based on a D&D game I've been playing for the last year with my son and his friends, and we were in the state of Washington, and the rest of us were in Michigan. Now one of us that was in Michigan is in Japan.
Oh,
So
wow.
we're still playing.
Thanks.
All right, love you too. Drive safely.
I'll see you in the morning.
All right, and you don't have to leave any earlier than you want to.
Oh.
Feel free to sit downstairs and eat.
Oh, okay.
So one of them moved to Japan just like 2 weeks ago, and so now we used to play on Sunday nights. Now we're playing on Saturday nights here because that's Sunday morning in Japan. So I got one on the Eastern time zone, I got one in the Pacific time zone, and I got one in Japan. Yeah. So, but anyway, so I have 5 novellas. I have a brand new novel, a science fiction YA youth fun novel fiction, The Time Warp King, and Gridiron bought my book, and he's reading it. I don't think he's done yet, but yes, Gridiron, that is my daughter that's on the cover with me. She wrote the first 3 chapters, which aren't the first 3 chapters in the book right now because I changed the first chapter to be a different chapter. But she drafted up those chapters. It was her idea, and then she gave it to me, and I ran with it, and then she edited it. So she tells me I don't need credit. I shouldn't be on the cover. I shouldn't have equal credit. I said, why not? So yeah.
That's nice.
Oh,
Definitely.
he's only 49 pages from finishing. Well, if you like it, Gridiron, I hope you do. I really hope you do. If you like it, you can please give me a review on Amazon.com and tell your friends. Give the book away to other people, kids, family, friends, and let them read it and let them go out and review it. So I don't need the money. I need reviews. Anyway, I'm glad you had a nice talk with my daughter and the baby.
Definitely the baby.
That's a cute baby, I tell you what.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm only a little bit prejudiced about it, I think. A little biased.
Yeah, everybody is for their grandbabies,
Yep. All right, so
it'd be insulting. It's like, oh, I have an ugly grandchild. I can't stand the look of them. So, doesn't work like that.
yeah, no. And grandparents are terrible because now we get to just totally spoil the children as much as we want.
Yeah.
And you don't care. Your child you can't spoil because you want them to grow up with good character, but your grandchild, you're like, that's the parent's problem.
Yeah, I see that.
All right, what are we doing tonight?
I thought we were gonna do like maybe some more hand and brain. We have more time for that.
I love hand and brain. Well, why not? We can do whatever we want. We have 2 hours, an hour and 42 minutes left, I think. Yeah. We got an hour and 42 minutes. We can do whatever we want. I'm happy to do this on a regular basis. Understand that Saturdays normally at 8 p.m. sharp, I start that D&D game I just told you about. So I would have to have a hard stop at 8, but I can do 6 to 8. Very, very occasionally we can do this a couple of times a month if you like.
Sounds good.
All right, and I do want to get better at my own game. So if you want, as a warm-up, let's try something different. I do this with my students, but I'm going to use you as my instructor. All right?
Okay.
All right, so I do this with my students where we play in a study, So
Yeah.
it's not counted. It's not a real game. There's no clock.
Yeah.
But of
Mhm.
course, we'll move. We'll move reasonably quickly,
Yeah.
and we'll talk about, and we'll stop and even analyze the position, talk about it. Go back and forth, and we'll learn together.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. All right. If you want to try that, would you rather me be white or black?
You could be white, or do you want to try to do a French defense against me? 'Cause
Yeah. So
we
I
both
have
know
3
French.
openings. Right. I have 3 openings that I'm going to be studying for the
Yeah.
U.S. Championship coming up.
Oh wow.
So if and the U.S. Championship this coming year, 2023, is
Yeah.
in Michigan, about an hour and a half from where I live, hour and 45 minutes, and my sister-in-law lives there, in the in the city it's going to be in. So already Sudakus, who's in Milwaukee, is talking about he's going to drive over, and he's going to attend. I have a few here, like Chess Wizard is actually one of my students here in town, and so he's going to go. Strobeck's Gaming is in Michigan, so he's talking about playing. I imagine that Marichess will be in it because she's from Michigan, and so why not go play in that one, right? So we might have a large cohort of tiny streamers and viewers. We're not the Eric Rosen and Gotham Chess, right? But there'll be this our small family of viewers and streamers might all meet up in person and go play in the same tournament.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're kind of excited. So for that, I'm supposed to start training. So one of the things I've done, I've been doing, and the book's not up here, it's downstairs. Do you know the 300 most important positions by Lev Albert?
I heard about that book. Yeah,
Okay.
I heard it from you talking about a stream you had before.
Yeah. It's it's probably no better than the Woodpecker Method or other books.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot because this is before the internet blew up. I've had this book for easily 20 years. Before the internet blew up, and I went through his book, and I immediately saw results in tournaments. Now, understanding that I was a very positional player, still am. I'm not as good at tactics as I think I used to be at positional considerations. And so this book was new because it was all tactics, right? End games, middle game, openings, tactics, of course, because they're puzzles.
Yeah.
So those are normally tactical. But he suggested you try to solve the puzzle in, say 3 minutes. If you can't get it, he said, look at the hint. If you can't get it after the hint, look at the answer. He says it's not important, and this you'll go, oh yeah, that's everybody knows that now. He goes, it's not important to solve the puzzle. It's important to learn the pattern that's the puzzle's based off of. So he's like, even if you don't worry about it if you don't solve it. And if I could, he says, if you could memorize all 300 positions and the results, the correct response, right, for all the solution for all 300 puzzles, he says, nothing's wrong. That'll improve your game because you'll have learned those patterns.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and now we have puzzles all over the place with Puzzle Rush and Puzzle Storm and Puzzle, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it reminds me of the thing that I talked to you about the last meeting we had when I was collaborating with you the first time. It's like it's important not to have a daily quota of having the 100 lead chess or chess.com tactics a day. It's important to know motifs, themes that you can think of in your head every time. That's more valuable. That's lifelong importance. That improves your game that much better. So basically, instead of solving, let's say, 50, simple tactics like back rank mace, forks, skewers, pins, and that's it. That's very cookie cutter. But if you have something that you never not thought about chess before, and you got a bunch of let's say 20, I'll say the complete workout, let's say, for tactics. It's worth it.
Yes, totally agree.
So the more you do that, it's bound to improve your tactics for sure, naturally.
Yep. And I find in the same idea of understanding these positions and right, not move by move things. I find
exactly.
is how I love to teach, which is based on principles and concepts, because principles, right, are these bigger picture things, and they're so much easier to remember, but then you have to think to apply them.
Yeah,
So anyway,
definitely.
all that said, get back to ground zero. I have 3 openings I'm prepping, which just means I have 3 openings I play. And I was going to hopefully play them in the U.S. Open. And so I'm happy to play black or white because I have, of course, 2 openings for black, and I have an opening for white. And I am open to suggestions on a new opening to try for either white or black. I don't mind learning new openings. So I'm always game to hear about a new opening, and I'm willing to try one. So that's also on the table.
Sounds good.
All right. So, Gridiron says you should go too. Gridiron, Metal Eagle does not play in tournaments anymore.
No.
He is retired from tournament play. He only coaches and teaches. Check out his YouTube channel. I don't remember if I made, because I was going to. Let me see if I've made a command for you. I did this once when I had another strong player, Tony. Why Not Chess? Did a couple of streams with me, so I made a command specifically for him, so that I could let people know, about him just by typing in his name.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like I didn't. Oh, I do still have Tony's. I have Tony's. I haven't seen Tony in a long time, so let me make one for you. So we'll call it Metal Eagle. Oh, you know what? I thought I did one for Metal Eagle. Let me double check. I think I did one. I was looking for Metal Eagle through my list, but now I'm remembering. I think I just made it ME. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. I did make one for you. So we will have sessions spelt wrong. So let me fix that.
Mm-hmm.
As an author of books, I get frustrated when I see things, not frustrated, but I can't leave them spelt wrong. And it does talk about your YouTube channel. It's good to go. I had it ready. I'm excited because I did better than I thought. So, and you could do this too, by the way. Anytime you want on my stream, you could type ME. Anytime you're visiting my stream, feel free to throw out an exclamation point ME.
I know.
And it'll talk about you. And I'll laugh my head off. I'll be like, Metal Eagle, good job.
I know. Yeah, it's like, welcome to your stream. Let's just do ME, the first command.
Yeah, that should be your first command. That should just be your entry into my stream from now on. I give you total permission and carte blanche to do so.
Yeah.
Hey.
I can imagine that maybe some people just have an eye roll like, oh, Metal Eagle again plugging his own things.
Yeah, but if they know me and they know you and they know that we're doing this, they should be fine with it. I've had, I don't know about you, but I've had people that join my stream first time ever.
Yeah.
They chat with me for about 30 seconds and then they'll say, I stream, and I'll go, usually you don't do that. That's not, proper etiquette. But let's go look at it because I don't care. I'll promote your stream. Let's check it out. And I do, and I'll bring up their stream and I'll see if it's any good. I'll give them, a lot of them are very, very beginners because they don't even know proper etiquette not to talk about their own stream on somebody else's. So there's usually things you can suggest they do to improve their stream's layout. Yeah, so I usually end up doing that. Hey, Chesteroid.
Hey, Chesteroid.
Yeah, Chesteroid is still our chess master of the week because we haven't found anybody to bump him yet. I was looking for games that were good examples of blockades or of exchanges, and we didn't have anything good enough. And then since then, I've been doing one-on-one lessons and collabs, so it's just not happening.
See.
Yeah,
so by
right,
the way, you can add Gridiron for your first chatter if you want to.
Oh, thank you very much. I do. I did not want my daughter to have to figure out how to do that, so I didn't lay any requirement on her to do that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I know it's the usual ceremony for your stream.
Yeah.
Just highlight the first chatter.
I like doing it. I don't know why. I saw it on, nothing's new in the world, right? There's nothing new.
Yeah.
And I think I saw it someplace else where they celebrated the first chatter, and I was like, okay. And my thing that I did different was I made it stays on the screen the whole stream. But they were like, they would do like fireworks or something and say, hey, first chatter.
Yeah,
But yeah,
definitely.
yeah. For me, this was this. I like doing this. I like doing this. All right. So if you want to try that, just to help me out, and you could give me
Sounds good.
some insights to how I play it. Any one of those, like I said, we could do a different one every week, every other week, however often we're going to hang out. But then we definitely can get into some hand and brain. In fact, when we do hand and brain, I have a shirt specifically for hand and brain.
Oh, okay.
All right. So here, hold on a sec.
Okay. Nice to see you, Chestroid. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Doing a Tiberian stream collaboration again. And,
All right, I got it ready for when we do it. I'll wait and surprise you guys when we do it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So let's. So this will be not exactly a lesson. This will be more of just a coaching session, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay. We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Oh,
No, don't worry, Chestroid.
what was that surprise stream you had? What was this?
Well, it was basically just me doing a pulse rush. It was not planned and not like
Okay.
Usually with my streams I do like a ahead of time like shout out for like earlier in the week. So I usually stream my shambles or pulse rush things and my YouTube channel like an announcement. Let's say a little earlier in the week, but there's like no announcement. Boom, there you go. But nobody was prepared for it. I was like, okay, whoever is in the stream will be watching me do the pulse rush. And that was
Yeah. I get
So-
you. I do those too. I occasionally have streams that I don't like. This one wasn't on my calendar. I think I put it on my calendar because I try to always get it on the calendar. But I'll have the occasional, hey, yeah, let's do something, and it's not scheduled, and I just decide the day before, so it's a surprise stream.
Yeah.
I think my viewers might think a surprise stream is any one of the ones I do that are not my normal schedule, right? Because I try to do a very regiment. Daria, who I did a collab with last night, I don't know if you did stop by. I remember.
Yeah.
So Daria was like, I gotta get disciplined like you, because she only streams like every couple of weeks, and she
Yeah.
doesn't know when she's gonna do it, and so it's hard to plan around a schedule if there is none.
Definitely.
All right, so we can also work on whatever you want to work on. So again, black or white, you choose. Because I need work with all three, and we'll just play a game a little bit.
Yeah, so let's do the hard, like let's say the hardest first. Let's say you play games black and
Okay.
work on that one.
All right, let's go. This will be an interesting experiment as well as hand and brain. So guys, we're going to need somebody to play as hand and brain, or we can go find someone if no one wants to. But if any of you want to play hand and brain, you'll need to challenge me to a 10 plus 5, let's say. We definitely want an increment, but 10 plus 5 has to be casual because there's 2 of us, so it's unfair. We're doing hand and brain.
Yeah.
All right. And we're going to let you be the brain again because that worked so well last time. We'll try that first. We could try me being the brain. The game we'll flip if you want.
We'll see.
Right,
See
but-
how it works. Yeah.
All right. But yeah, so if Metal Eagle is the brain, that means I'm the hand, which means you have to challenge me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're up. Your phone's here. And
Oh,
what was I going to... Oh, can you stay here just for 2 seconds? I got to get my water.
Okay. Sounds
My
good.
door-
Go get your water.
Oh, that'll do too. You got to find it. I don't know.
Back to somebody else.
It's a tall bottle with the pop and the squeeze. She's like, I don't want to do this anymore. All right, so go ahead. You're white.
Okay. So is the same like analysis board or the study?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we should be in chapter 2 of the study called Metal Eagle. Oh, did I invite you? Yeah, you're invited. You're
I'm in
here.
there. Yeah. This is chapter 2. Yeah.
Chapter
this
2.
one.
Yep.
Okay.
So
I
it
can
should have
flip
dragged
forward
you
and-
to chapter 2 because that's where I'm at.
Yeah. So
So you move a piece.
So yeah. So any particular opening you want to see?
No,
if
it's up to you. I have 2 choices and anything. I mean, I'm happy to study both. So
anything. Yeah. So
we're just looking
let's
for
see.
your overall impressions of my opening play.
Okay. Sounds good. So let's see how this goes.
This will last me for about 20 seconds.
It's got water.
It's all water. Sorry. All right, so this is always fun because then and we're gonna talk through it. So when I play online, I pre-move E6.
Just droid, we're gonna do Handbrain afterwards. So this is a pre-game warm-up for the Handbrain. So we're gonna do that afterwards. So we're just
Yeah,
doing
that's a
this one.
great question. I'm gonna have to check Gridiron if I know she came up with the main character because it was in the first 3 chapters, right? So I know she came up with the main character. I don't remember how he got to have the personality he did. That I can't say per se. I'll have to think through that.
Okay. So. My approach is always try to be flexible, not comparing with D4, and I can do D4 anytime.
Yeah, I totally agree in flexibility. So I know what I usually like to do in this opening, and I do know already some of the problems I can get into in the opening. So that's why I was hesitant. But I'm going to try not to hesitate too much and try to be more just play.
So, all right. So, okay. So yeah, you commit D6 now. I can have remission this one D4.
Okay.
So, all right. So, like with this 9 of 3 opening, I just want to see what your plan is. I can go around it, flexibility style.
Okay.
If you the first move E4, you have a commitment for the E4 pawn. E4, C4, everything, but 9 of 3, I can do whatever I want, depending on what black does.
Yeah.
So that's my playing style.
Okay. That's good to know. Works for me to know. Thank you.
Yeah. This is just what my coach Eugene Perelstein taught me, is to be as flexible as possible, and you have less chances to mix up.
Okay. I've also heard the theory idea that just play solid, play quiet, don't take any risks, and wait for the right opportunity. And that's kind of hard for me to do because I find myself wanting to be ultra aggressive.
Yeah.
Especially playing online. I find myself being more aggressive than I would probably normally be. Yeah. And so it creates this oddity for me. Trying to decide how to play it.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things I might look at really hard for when I play online.
Yeah.
Because not online, over the board, in person.
Yeah.
I might really look at can I do that, right? Can I play that way, because it might behoove me to do so. All right, let me think. I should think every once in a while. I try to say, that seems like a good idea. That I should think, because I don't always think when I'm playing. I just move, like I was saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Boop, 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 boop. Very interesting. Oh, my daughter just left, so I'm on my own.
Okay.
Yes, Chesroy, thank you. Thank you, Chesroy. You make me feel very good. Oh man. They just make you feel so good.
So yeah, I just found I'll say the adage I'll say in chess is like how did the computers outplay all the humans on the earth? Is not playing the most good moves, is basically the less mistakes they make.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they basically never make mistakes. So they just win every time. Okay. So we can transpose it to many sort of structures and just see what is the most least inappropriate for you on your
Yeah, right.
side.
Yeah. And I've not played in too many of structures that
Yeah.
are going to be like this. So yeah, for me it's a little new ground.
Okay.
And just your re-maneuvering of your knights, I've never
Yeah.
played anyone that did that. Right? Everybody I've ever played has never did this re-maneuvering.
Yeah,
But I like
exactly.
your concept, and I like it for. I do find the stronger player should be able to
Yeah.
play quiet and wait
Yeah.
for those either big mistakes or
Yeah.
small positional mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And that's what I find I don't do enough of. So like when I was playing, so like I played chess with Chris, and he's got
Yeah.
more wins against me now than I have against him, and
Yeah.
and a lot of them were speed chess and blitz, but I got into trouble. So like I'd be winning. I think I was winning every game except for maybe one, and
Oh
I
yeah.
would get into time trouble and then lose. And
Mm-hmm.
but part of it is that I kept looking for wins, right? I kept looking for how do I make this win, and of
Yeah.
course it would get to the point where I was in trouble because I spent too much effort trying to get there.
Yeah, definitely. So, as far as chess goes, time management and what you spend your most of the lion's share of your time in before you have time for trouble and flag is important to make sure that you budget and think about only mainly in the critical decisions and no like have a hard look in some of the decisions. So either one is good, but it's like, oh, this one looks pretty, but the other one's like, yeah, less risky, but no, don't just play something solid, safe, and just go move on to the next one. So if you have a plan, follow the plan. Just don't delay. And then
So
when you have a critical position, then you can spend your minutes on. So
and to back up
yeah,
what you're
look out for
saying,
that.
both
Yeah.
both what's his name? Tony played that way,
Yeah.
and Maury. I think you know Maury Najas.
No, I don't.
He's Najas. Also Nobleron. He streams as Nobleron. So he's a
Okay.
national master from Finland, I think.
Uh huh.
But he also does. He also will say the same thing, that he's just going to play solid, and just develop and put his pieces and keep improving his pieces. Oh, look, that's an error. They made that positional, and then he ends up hurting them.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I have so many choices.
You
and I
do.
don't want to make.
You do.
Yeah.
We've
Because
given you many
I have
choices.
yeah. So with extra space comes more choices, and I want to not mess up my I'll say potential that I have the
Yeah.
decision. I don't want to have it easy for you.
Right.
Let's say. So one thing is like I want to focus on playing against your worst piece, and the worst piece I think of the board is Bishop E7.
Okay.
So basically, because if I take on E5, I
Yep.
can win the pawn, like basically mirage, like pawn takes E5, pawn takes E5, knight takes E5, knight takes E5, bishop E5, then sweeps and bishop E5 check. Oh no, the bishop's proved. Also, my bishop's lost.
That's what I saw. That was my plan.
So
You
yeah,
just-
exactly.
you just-
so I just,
That was my whole plan. Not that you should miss it, but so
No,
I didn't
it's-
think you'd miss it. But I thought,
know.
I can play E5 because of that plan that you just said. I thought, okay, I can play E5.
Yeah, exactly. So
And
So
I thought
you
I'd
saw-
better play e5 because otherwise you were just going to crush me
steamroll
in
you,
the center.
yeah. So I'll just make sure that with the bishop cramped, then there's theories about you're only good as your worst piece. So
Yes.
let's do d5 instead.
Yep. I was anticipating that for a while.
Yeah.
And this is where so now I was looking at, I can do the knight move first, but, we're going to probably end up trading pawns. I might get a semi-open file, but you might not. You might just move your knight someplace else and then kick my knight. So wasn't crazy about it. I definitely was thinking about getting my bishop here as a possibility to bring him this way because this square now is weak or I'm worried about this square.
Yeah.
Nice deep square.
Outpost.
So that's the square I was worried about. So I was thinking about moves like this.
Yeah.
Now looking though, you also have ways to get into this square.
Yeah.
It's a little harder for you to get to here, but you could get the bishop there. So one of the natural moves for me is the bishop back. So that the queen hits this way, but I'm also just thinking I want to get my queen out into the open. But there's still this square that I feel like I have to pay attention to the whole time.
Yeah.
So my thought was I'm going to put the bishop here first and try to fight for that diagonal, also making the bishop better than it was, hitting on double pawn, granite over here. So now it's not hitting on granite, and I thought that would be better. Although it does disconnect my rook for a while, but I might have to look at opening up the queen side. So part of my problem right now for me is I know if I'm playing good chess, that I have to decide which side of the board I'm playing on. I don't want to try to launch over an attack over here and launch an attack over here.
Yeah.
I want to try to limit it to one side of the board or the other. And
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So get your priorities straight and get good at one thing and just not be like mediocre at two things because I'm focused on one thing.
Yep.
So I'll slap you on one side of the board and win the game.
Yep.
So I'm trying to develop a plan, knowing that you have potential to prove this guy, and looking that's possible, this one, and just having the bishop just go this flying this way.
Yep.
Possible thoughts, but let's see. There's b4, but b5 is annoying.
So
So
because
that's-
the rook's backing it up, and if
Exactly,
you push, then
yeah.
the knight could take.
c5 is out of lock, and I don't want to improve this guy at all.
Okay.
So it's basically this one only helps this guy long term. I might look at that this way. So blocks knight c5, but helps this guy. So it's not worth it. So just diverging to other plans, still gaining you can do whatever you want. I wanted this guy to be terribly bad.
Right.
So sour that something has to be going wrong. So basically, I can't stop you from going this way, but I don't have to worry about that. Maybe I can do something else. And what is that? So one thing is that the C6 square is not occupied. So I'm looking at this one.
Yeah, that's what I was. I had seen that, and I was a little worried about that. I had mentioned that I thought that would be good for you.
Yeah. So I think that you thought about that and you're prepared for that.
Yeah, I'm thinking I can. I mean, I'll tell you. I don't care. We're learning. I was thinking, ugly as it is, the rook comes up and protects this pawn, and from here you're not attacking anything else. So then the next move, I can move my knight back to kick you out.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just my thought.
Yeah. So
I don't know if it's stupid because it's still not. It gets you a pawn all the way down here on c3. But that was my thinking.
Yeah, it's like I'm thinking about tempi counts. So like 1, 2, you have 1, 2 again. But the thing is, like, if I move back to b4, you have to move them back. Like basically, if I just have knight be sitting on d7, what the rook is gonna do is like the rook is misplaced in b7.
Oh, I totally agree. Yeah, it's only there until I can clear out your knight, and then it'll go back to b8. So I lose moves.
So I'll just do this for the sake of having temp time win.
Okay.
So let's see
So
what we
I'm
do.
thinking I can do this to make it so you can't get back there.
Okay, that's a smart choice, smart decision.
And I
But
guess
this,
now my rook doesn't have to go up here anymore. He can
yeah,
go here
exactly.
instead,
Hmm.
right? Because then I guess he could have went there even if you went here and it wasn't there. I guess I could have always went back here. Oh, I didn't like it, even though that looks like it's going to be never, right?
Never.
I don't think that's.
Everything is in the
I don't
way.
think, I don't think, so I guess I could go here, and it's just. I mean, he's still under attack here too, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. So I will think about this one a little bit. So
I
first
think
of all,
I think the a6 was a good square for you.
his bishop takes there, right?
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm of course not being honest.
Yeah. I'm thinking about this for my routing, pressuring this guy.
Yeah, see that to me is national master level thinking. Because I'll guarantee you, I never look for that. If I was white, I would
Yeah.
never look for what you just described. Would not
Yeah.
even be in my. It wouldn't even be. I wouldn't even be contemplating it in the least.
Yeah, just like I got the idea because of commitments you made. The A5
Sure.
push, you can't go back.
Sure.
So I just like, oh, what squares I can.
No, I'm not. I'm
land
not
on?
saying it's bad. I'm just saying I would never
Yeah.
see it. I would never see it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like what my process goes like. Oh, juicy square. Maybe
Right.
something's
Yes.
there.
I
Possible.
that is something I need to get better at is finding the juicy square and then finding ways to
Yeah.
occupy the juicy square.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm having a blast right now, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, okay. All right. So this is your good bishop. So if I trade a knight for this good bishop, I'm not so sad if
Yeah.
it happened.
Right,
I'll
right,
be honest.
right. Yeah,
So-
and he's the good bishop, but neither one of my bishops is very good with because my
Yeah,
pieces are in the
this
way.
is-
So yeah.
Back row, terrible.
So here's something for you. The
Yeah.
opening choice I pick, the French and the Dutch,
Yeah.
tend to get me into cramped positions occasionally.
Yeah.
And I don't like cramped positions. I never feel comfortable playing a cramped position. So it's
Yeah.
the major reason why occasionally I think to myself, I need to change my opening because I keep getting into positions that I don't like.
Yeah.
But it's like, but I know, I know them so well, it's hard to find a new choice. I need to find a new choice that will
Yeah.
just guarantee me, not necessarily, of course, not a winning position, would guarantee me
Yeah.
that I'd be playing a more open game because that's what
Yeah.
I'm more comfortable with.
Yeah. Well, with opening games, you have to have openings that have open lines.
Yes.
So, the French is one thing, and also the Dutch, almost as double wall Dutch, is basically combining two closed openings at once. Like, I want to close, but yet I want open.
Yeah,
It's asking
yeah.
for too much.
And I do
sometimes.
play the Stonewall Dutch, I'd say 50% of the time when I play the Dutch, I get into a Stonewall.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I almost tried to push this one into a Stonewall earlier.
Yeah, I saw that one. I played D4. Well,
Yeah.
no, you can do D5 anytime.
I was going to do D5. Yeah.
So I
and
was-
many times I trade off the E pawn in the
Yeah.
in the Stonewall, and I have
Yeah.
pawns on F5 and D5.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was this close to doing it. It's right
Yeah,
there.
definitely.
I was right there.
So one thing I'm thinking about, this one looks shiny. And the
Yeah.
fact that if knight moves, I can trade my bad bishop for your good bishop. And
Yep.
there's no bishop's going to do anything.
I thought you
So-
might. I thought you might.
Also, this square looks juicy as well.
It
There's
does.
no printing. So let's do this one. See
All
what
right.
happens.
So my thought was, if you did that, here's my problem. I wanted to
Yeah.
move the knight to kick your knight. But then
Yeah.
you could just take the bishop first. The queen has to take back, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But if the queen takes back, then you get my knight. I mean, my bishop with a
Queen,
fork.
yeah. The queen, yeah.
Yeah. So I looked at that and I said, oh man, now I can't do this. But maybe
Yeah.
I can do it still because if bishop takes,
Yeah.
then maybe I take your knight first instead, and then
But
you have to
but
move
the
your
prob-
bishop back, huh?
Yeah, no, the problem with that, I'll just do this intermezzo, bishop e7.
Ooh, sweet. And attack
And
both the
I'll
knight
get
and the rook.
I'll take the knight and c6 and
Yeah.
outpost.
Yeah, I thought you'd just come here as an intermezzo
No,
with check. And
I'll
you
just,
still end up with an extra piece, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much. That'd
Right?
be-
Doesn't the
if-
check,
Yeah.
right? Because I do check.
Oh yeah, this is also true, but it's like again, there's too many options to like choose one on. So
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
So
But-
yeah, so I was worried about that, and I thought at first I was okay, but then when I looked
Yeah.
at it deeper, I said, "Oh, I'm not okay." And the main problem is that this blocks the rook from
Yeah.
protecting the bishop, because that was my original idea, is that if I did this and I attack and you take, I would have to take with the rook. I can't take with the queen. I just knew I couldn't take
Yeah.
with the queen. All right, so
Yeah.
now I feel like I'm forced to play here. I really have no other option,
okay.
right? I feel like that's forced.
Huh?
All right, so, and I still can't take with the queen because I need
Yeah,
to protect.
exactly. It's still
Right.
pressure
And
that
now
you
I
always
know
have
you
to
can
be
try
worried
to
about.
get. I know you could try to get away.
Yeah, there's this. It's like a contingency plan if I need it.
Yeah.
So, but it's like the flexibility is if I need it is a key word. So I don't
Yeah.
have to do that right
No,
now.
you don't. No, you don't. And I'm
Oh.
not trying to talk you into that one.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to say that maybe I can guard the square d3. It's annoying to see that knight to go d3.
I do have
So-
two on this though, just to remind you.
That's also a double feature of this one.
Oh, okay.
Defend
Okay.
that one.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what drew my eye when I said, okay, well, if I do
yeah.
this one instead of this, I do get
Uh-huh.
two to attack here. So I felt like I gained at least a developmental tempo.
Yeah, so I'd say that this move has four purposes. One, defend this guy. Two, to block this knight g4 noise. Also blocking knight there. And
Wow. Yeah. Seems to do
yeah,
a lot.
this move has a lot of potential reasons why to do that one. I'll say I can't resist this move me too because of billion reasons.
Okay. No, I agree. I think that was all good for you.
Yeah.
I need to stop my queen from having to babysit the bishop.
Yeah, you're
That's what I
paralyzed
feel
a
like.
bit.
And I either can go here to try to get my queen in, but then you can just push my queen, make me waste a tempo.
Yeah.
I could go here, which my queen still doesn't get any more additional life though. But well, and I guess you still can't go here because the bishop still holds that, and the bishop holds this. For if you
Yeah.
do this I was like, because after you
yeah.
go here, my rook has to leave. So I kind of
Yeah.
like this move. The only thing I don't like is it disconnects my rooks, which are not
Rooks,
connected because my
yeah.
stupid queen is in the way anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I have to do that.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know if it's correct, but I feel like I'm forced to pretty much do
it's
that.
intuitive, yeah. And also, like, don't let me check you on this one is another benefit. So you can move your queen away from the square.
Yeah, so I mean, you were saying I wanted my queen to be able to move to stop
Yeah.
protecting that square, and the bishop does protect the square when it moved. So it's it was I was protecting the square, not the bishop, and so now the bishop takes over protecting the square. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was a good move. I'd be curious to see what the computer says about all these moves.
Yeah. So
I'm sure I'm making not the best moves.
yeah, I'm looking at. Well, no, it's probably not. No, and in my mind's eye, if there's a way to check the rook and fork the king, that'd be really lovely because the rook is
Oh
hanging.
wow! I didn't even think of that. Yes.
Yeah, the rook is hanging because it's disconnected by queen defense.
Oh,
so, like,
yeah.
What can I do that work? But I don't see it for yet now. But I keep an eye on this tactic.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
that's nice. The rook is undefended.
Yeah.
Good point.
So I don't. Yeah, I just once
No,
I see an
no.
undefended piece, is there any tactics of that? Not right now, but I can keep it in mind like a future
Yes.
reference.
Oh no, I like. I try to every once in a while. I'll depending on the level of the student, we'll work on things like just identifying all the undefended pieces on the board, and then
Yeah,
seeing if you
exactly.
can take advantage of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really good method for sure. And also, the knight is a little bit tied down
Yes.
This one, that's annoying.
Yeah, I like it.
Um,
I mean, it gives my game at least some chances, right?
a little bit better, yeah.
Like I said,
Uh,
I'd be really interested to see what the computers would be saying about this game
everything over.
and the
Mhm.
positions, only because I hate relying on the computer, but it
Yeah.
is out of curiosity. Like, am I totally busted? You know.
Everything,
Or
yeah.
am I at least playing halfway decent? Hey Abel, we are looking for a players to play us in a
And red.
hand and brain. We probably should do a simul hand and brain later.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That way we could play
okay.
everybody at once. But yeah,
Yeah. So, okay, I'm just seeing the potential plans I can do. Blah, blah,
so I'll tell you
blah.
one thing I'm not happy about. We've played
Yeah.
21 moves.
Yeah.
I have not once tried to find 3 candidate moves. I have not
Yeah.
once analyzed the position to see if I was winning or losing.
Yeah.
I did not once try to find if there's a puzzle-worthy moment. All I did was look to say, what move do I want to make, see if it was viable, and then make it. And that's
Mm-hmm.
not the way I want to play. It's not the way I want to teach. It's not the way that I need to be playing for my U.S. Open debut. I need
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
I need to be playing much more thoughtfully.
Yeah.
So that part, this helps in the sense that I'm reminding myself that I'm not doing what I wanted already, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's point.
Mhm.
I see that quite clearly. I am not doing this the way I felt like I was supposed to be doing it. So good. I mean, that's
Exactly.
good and bad, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The good part is I
So,
feel like I'm still playing decent. The bad part
mm-hmm.
is I didn't do anything that I've been trying to get myself in the mode of doing properly.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So, looking for potential plans. Like, so I saw attacked with this one, but think about like thoughts of grandeur. If I only have the knight on the e6, I'll be like, yeah, but the knight is there. If I could take that one out, nah, knight e6 wins everything. But yeah, if only is the
Yes.
question.
Yes.
So it's like a plan, like an unrealistic plan dream. But if you can strive for that dream and you just win,
Yeah.
you can just have plans based upon that. But it's like I just think like it's slow.
Yep.
Doing something else, scrap that. And maybe I think that maybe you have dirty plans, maybe of string queens, but if not, you have something to pressure this more and some more, like queen g6.
Yep. I was looking at, again, because we're not really trying to kill each other, but I was looking at queen g6. I was actually looking at queen h5, but then after queen
Yeah.
h5, I was thinking, oh, maybe he does this, and then
Yeah.
and uses it as a tempo gainer to double up his
Yeah.
rooks. And of
Mhm.
course, then if you get the check in, and my queen still wouldn't be hanging, and the knight would still be blocking you. So I guess it's not as bad as I was thinking it would be.
Yeah.
Maybe I could even move my queen to here next, getting a third attacker on that. I don't know. Now it's not so bad. But I was trying to see what you would do if I did this. Of course, you could just move your queen, which is fine.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
my queen isn't stuck back here anymore, and at least that piece feels like I improved it.
Doing something, yeah.
And then maybe I can see about improving my other pieces. Now, one of the things
Yeah,
I also
this-
just paid attention to was eventually, if the knight gets here, it could do help of protecting since the bishop's in the way of my rook still.
Yeah.
Because this
So
knight
one
is
thing
still like my knight. You don't like? I don't like your knight.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
knight is making my bishop. I want to get the bishop out here somewhere. I want the bishop to go play, and the bishop can't go play anytime soon.
Yeah. Okay. So one thing I know, this is the most annoying piece because if the queen is gone, this is always an annoying thing, and also pressurizing this forever kingdom come.
Yeah.
So therefore, I just want to get the square.
Ah, there you go. Maybe just try to get rid of it.
Yeah. Make my life a little bit easier for everybody.
No, that makes sense, and I don't see that I have many good choices. I mean, I could try to keep the knight and not let you trade it. So now
But
here, I
I
mean,
see
if I haven't done it up to this point, Lord knows I finally should do a 3 candidate moves here, right? I should analyze the whole position. I should see who's winning and losing. I should see what my strengths and weaknesses are. I should check for checks, captures, and attacks, and then I should make a plan based on 3 candidate moves. How's all that? That's what I think I should be doing.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about sacking here and then taking here, because of course that'd be 2 pieces for the rook and
For the rook and pawn, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think that's good for you. So I think I do have tempo to move my knight away, and it's just the question is, do I even want to move my knight away? And if I let you take, we might end up with an open file, and the question is, where my gut always says take towards the center, sometimes it's not the right move. Sometimes you want to take away from the center, and then maybe, you know, I would be able to activate the bishop because now the pawn is out of the way.
Yeah.
Versus if I go this way, my bishop is still like landlocked by your knight. So if I let you take and I take this way, I want to see if I can get this in here, which I can't right away because you just take. But if I could get it, talking about dreaming, if I could get it, then it has, you know, the potential to be here and later, maybe even to get further, because I can still push on the queen side. So if I'm here and my pawn is here and your knight takes here, I don't have any good places for this bishop to go to it, you know, give me a discovered attack on that. So I would need to still be able to somehow attack that piece. So now I'm thinking if I go back to this, it protects the pawn.
Yeah.
But I still wouldn't be able to get this move in after you take. I can't get this move in, and it's your move anyway, but I can't get this move in because now there's nothing protecting that square.
Yeah.
But we are threatening the queen trade again.
Yeah.
So that has potential. And I just don't know how bad my pawn structure will be if I let you take, because if I go here and you just trade and I take back, with or without a trade here, with or without it, I'm still not feeling overly healthy. If you take here, I'm going to have an isolated pawn which your knight could take right away, or I'll have an isolated pawn which your knight could take right away.
Yeah.
So you'd be able to take my knights either way. So another choice is maybe to come here, protect the knight, and then I could keep a knight on this square, and that might be the best bet. If I go there, you could take, I could take, the rook can come back over, or the queen, but the rook will probably come back over. And then my queen, unfortunately, has only 1 square because this square's not available.
Yeah.
So that's not comfortable.
Yeah.
But it's and then, you know, maybe you get this chance to come in because
the
now
queen g4 move,
yeah, because now the knight is no longer, you know. But if I go here first, if I go there first, that seems to be okay. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so I mean, we could continue playing this, but I think let's do Candid Brain. I think the opening was all I wanted to get through, and I feel like I got through the opening. I think I found some nuggets. One is I didn't do any of my serious contemplating I should have been doing.
Yeah.
Serious thinking, wasn't doing it. Second thing I got is that, yes, I get into cramped positions every once in a while, and I don't like them. And so I either have to make sure the variations of the openings I play so that I don't allow cramped positions.
Yeah.
Or I have to pick other openings.
Mm-hmm.
So those two things I think like are obvious and good for me right now.
Yeah. So basically, from a French person to a French player person, it's like we stick with a French defense, even though our light square bishop is terrible most of the time. So what opening you choose, like for example, is French Dutch hybrid. We want to find out how do you deal with your dark square bishop because it's cramped, ugly, and how you live with it. So if you can find that like piece of it, then you can have it better position, more comfortable position, and just enjoy the middle games you get with it.
Okay. I will start looking into that.
Yeah.
All right. And I would ask you, how did you assess my play? But since I didn't do any of the correct thinking patterns I want to do, and I normally do. I like to think I normally do when I'm playing serious chess. I don't want to waste your time giving me any insight to that because I didn't play the way I should have.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you have something about this position you want to share?
The ending one?
I don't know. You just moved to it, so I didn't know.
No, yeah, just basically I was looking at the game overall. It's like I think that the way you played, you didn't have any respect to the tempos or temp B, and you like to move around the pieces multiple times just because you can, and you can afford that in a close position. But if you like, I'm a really conservative player. I like to be flexible. I like to take my time, like as a positional player, but if I'm a GM, I'll just be radical more aggressive, and you don't have time to react this way. And basically, the tempo is also just basically a loss of the game.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree. I agree. See, here I was thinking I could go into a Stonewall situation. I'd be giving up that square, but that happens all the time in the Stonewall.
Yeah.
So I thought I could do that. I could do that. This move is the only piece I believe I moved twice in the opening. I try not to move my pieces, of course, twice in the open. It's a rule I tell my students.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the only reason I did here is because it's thematic with the Dutch and with the birds.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just keep. Again, I wasn't thinking. I was just playing. And if I'm just playing, then I'll just stick to the thematic moves. And so that's what I did. I probably should have just taken actually. I like looking at it. I like taking a whole lot more now.
Yeah.
Because and then I'd probably go here with the knight, and this move gets answered by that move, which is normal because it hits there.
Plus a Gabasha E4 for a little bit.
Yeah.
They can't go E4.
Yeah. No, this is what I should have. This is what I think I would have normally done, but for some reason I didn't do my normal process, and all I said was, I'll back up. I'll try that. Yeah. And by the way, this feels more cramped than trading and then getting this piece out of my way off the second rank.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's play some hand and brain. We have a challenge.
Yeah. So I need to follow you.
Yes, you're going to need to follow me, and then if I'm the brain, I need to follow you. Okay. So we have white against gridiron.
It's a Tiberian.
It's a 10 plus 5.
Yeah.
Thank you for the plus 5.
Yep. Okay.
I have my dinner here because I went to church, as you know. My daughter found a coffee table, but she couldn't fit it in her car. So that's why I had to set up the stream, and then I had to drive back with my bigger car because she didn't want to drive it, pick up the coffee table and bring it back with her husband, and that's why she was streaming for me.
Oh.
All right.
Let's see. Ready?
All right. We're waiting for you, Dazo. You're next.
Yeah, pawn.
All right. Wow. So, just so you know, I normally play birds, and that's the opening I'm going to be working on.
So I'll appeal to that.
I like. Oh, you do? I didn't know. I would have played it if I knew you felt comfortable. But
okay. So whatever is in your comfort zone, I'll play with it. Okay, this one pawn again.
Pawn, you said, right?
You can even go with 4 if you want to. I'm not saying. Okay, this one. Okay. Let's do a pawn again. Just like my flexible style of play, I like to do flexible things with being the brain. Giving a lot of choices.
Good.
Alright, this one. Okay. Bishop.
I'm not thinking as much as I should in this either, but I think that's more natural because we're playing 10 and 5.
Yeah. Alright, queen. Okay. Okay. What do I think about this one? Let's do knight. Okay. Pawn.
Now I find this interesting because I have options.
Yeah.
And just, I'll tell you maybe after when we analyze the game.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
Yeah, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should have hand and brain tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
And they have to have it where they have strict rules
Yeah.
where the only talking is the brain, and the only
Yeah.
thing the brain can say is the piece they pick.
Exactly.
They can't
yeah.
do anything. They can't say anything else. Now,
Mhm.
of course, expressions and stuff you'll be able to see, but maybe
Yeah.
like you make it where they don't share the cameras or something. I don't know.
Yeah, don't even sigh.
Yeah, you can't sigh. Oh no.
Awfulness in hand brain. This one, king.
I gotta change my turret. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm good. That being
Hopefully we don't
allocated
lose it on
13.
time.
So how are you, chest droid? Hopefully doing well.
All right. So what move?
You play knight e7. And I'll say to you, a pawn. A pawn. Okay. Let's see about this one. Pawn.
Pawn again, huh? I will say that E4 and E4, E5 openings
Yeah?
are right. Those are pretty much, they're not going to be closed, right? If you don't want them to be.
Yeah, if you don't want them to be, yeah, exactly. Okay. Queen.
I'm just being deliberate, thinking about where I want the queen.
Wait for more surprise streams. You
Oh,
never
yeah.
know it. But I can tell you this one heads up for you just right is like not this next Saturday, but I think that 2 Saturdays from now I'll be doing another simul. The title player simul.
So do you have
At
that
least
on your schedule, Metal Eagle?
It'll be scheduled for my YouTube's channel stream for sure. So
Oh,
that
okay.
way if you're looking at my channel, you get updates like follow me at my channel, you get notified that okay, this is gonna be this stream will be happening this day. But I'll just let you know 2 weeks from today it'll be my next major stream. Okay, well. Okay. Pawn.
Sorry, I was bringing up your stream.
Okay.
pawn. Huh. Let me think again.
Mm. But the good thing for my YouTube channel, on the side note, like is that I posted a video on Thursday and I already got more than 100 views this in a 2-day session. So I'm feeling good about that.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Falling but on a tablet. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Bishop.
So you're not seeing my stream, so you can't see my arrows.
No.
You're following me on the
This one, queen.
You're following me on
Lead chess.
lead chess. So I'm just letting everyone know because I was drawing arrows and I want to make sure they realize that you can't see my arrows.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Queen. Got it.
All right, good job, guys. Good job. We'll move this now that we have a study.
Yeah.
I can put this in our study so we can review these games. So the only part I would share with you about this one, Metal Eagle,
Yeah.
is that when you said pawn here,
Yeah.
my thought was I can do this one or I can do this one. If he wants this one, he'll say pawn again. If this is, I feel like this is a logical, safe move for a pawn. I want this pawn here eventually. So when you said pawn, I thought, well, this one is really committal, and this one is more flexible. By the way, did you see my shirt?
Yeah. I see it. Yeah, very good.
All right.
The brain.
All right, we need another challenge. Come on, Dezo, you want to challenge us? Let's go, buddy. Oh, Chess Superstar. Nice name. I'm going to decline that one. Try it again with an increment. 10 plus 5, my friend. 10 plus 5. Try it again with an increment. But casual is correct because we're 2 against 1. That's cheating if it's not casual. Yes, that is what it feels like to play against an NM that is being weighed down by a by a Class A player. Yeah, hopefully after the U.S. Open, I'll be an expert, right? Hopefully I'll gain enough points. I don't remember what expert is. Is it
2000? Yeah,
it's
2000.
just 2000?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I was so close. I was at 1987 before.
Oh,
so, yeah. So I hope to still get there. That would be my first goal, right? Expert.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can worry about National Master maybe after that. All right, we have white again.
Okay, I need to follow you again. So, hold on.
Oh, well, now, this time, you said I could do it, so.
Alright, so Tiberian.
This could be more problematic because I know how I like to play it, but you have no clue how I like to play it.
It's fine, I'll just appeal it. I'll just do flexible board moves. Okay, knight. I can do flexible board moves.
Well, I might throw wrenches at you.
Oh, I did suffer. Pawn.
Like I said, I might throw wrenches in it.
Well, yeah, green free attack now. More normal. So this one. Alright, this one will be a bishop. Bishop.
So I was thinking, guys, about maybe next time we do a collab, we do Hand of Brain as a simul. We still do Hand of Brain, but we have to do all the games simultaneously in a simul.
Sounds good. That'd be fun. All right, Bishop.
Oh, that's true. So Chesteroid says, but Chesteroid, the reason I didn't want to do that was because, I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter. You're right. I could just do that. He says we could just reverse the roles by you telling me the move and then me making it. No, me telling you the move, you telling me the piece, you tell me what to do, and then I move it. Only problem is Chesteroid, it gets into time trouble sometimes. But I think it's easier if you just challenge Metal Eagle, and then I would watch his game. It'd be easier. But yes, you're right. We could just switch that way.
Yeah, the thing is, like, if you follow me and I'm a simul, do you just go to the boards I have in the simul?
Yeah, see, I don't know about the simul. I guess I have to watch you move to each board, right? Yeah, I get, because the simul, you can make it auto move. Not move, but auto switch.
Auto switch, but does...
And if I'm watching you play the simul, I could tell you what pieces.
Okay, so hopefully with me also auto switching from boards, you just jump to my board I just switch to.
Yes.
As an observer.
Because I'm just watching I'm watching whatever you're playing, so I should see it when you switch.
Okay. Yeah,
I believe that's correct. Huh?
Hopefully it works, that way. So this one, King?
Yeah, we could find out, right? But yeah, I think it should work that way. Yeah, I can't swear to it. I think it should.
Yeah. Night.
And if you're the brain, then you would follow me doing the simul.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you definitely don't want to have to look at the stream. One, I couldn't draw arrows, which is fun. But two, there's a lag. And so we'd be behind on time a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. On. Bishop. One. Green. Bishop. Rook. Pawn. Pawn. Bishop. Pawn. Knight. Pawn. Queen. Bishop. Pawn. Queen.
I think both are just right. I don't know if anyone learns more than the other.
Mm-hmm. Rook. Knight. Queen. Rook. Okay. Let's see. Rook. Rook. Knight. Rook. King. Pawn. King. 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 Okay, king. Pawn. Rook. Pawn. King. Pawn. King. 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 let's see. Rook. Oh.
I have no legal moves with the rook.
It's terrible.
I refuse.
Yeah. Mulligan.
You're gonna have to. You got 7 seconds. 6.
All right, night.
I can't move the rook without losing the game, so I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
So when
Sorry.
we used to do hand and brain with Sudokus, if you got under 30 seconds, the hand just played until, if it was an increment, until it got back over 30 seconds, because of just so hard to,
so
the time
you can
crunch.
take over if you want to.
That's just something we did.
Yeah. Rook. Okay, pawn. Pawn. Queen. 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 Okay. All right. Rook. Your rook. Queen. 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 Light. King.
Totally my fault.
Oh, sorry, hold macro. So, Queen. King.
Totally my fault.
Rook.
Rook?
Rook. So, two
totally my
mistakes. I'm
fault.
sorry, Rook.
No, that's totally my fault. I was playing very fast, trying to not lose on time. Huh?
King. Yeah, king. King. All right, rook. 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 Knight. Knight. Okay, rook.
Good game. Good game. And I almost have to say you win because Metal Eagle said rook and I said no because that was mate 1.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing the rook. So technically, you win because I should have moved the rook. If we were doing a tournament, I would have had to move it. So I give that win to Dezo. I give that game to you, Dezo.
Very good game.
Yeah, I don't know where I messed up pretty bad. I'm curious a lot about that game, but let's get at least one more in, and then we'll have like 4 games to go over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you saw it. I saw it.
Yeah.
Dezo, if I saw it, you saw it.
Yeah, there's a point where I said pawn, you played b3, but you could have gone the a pawn, and you get it faster. So it made it late.
Okay. Oh, yeah. At the end?
Yeah.
Because the pawn was hanging? Yeah, I could have just kept pushing, you mean? Or was that earlier with the rook was still up here? You can't see my board. Never mind. All right, we need at least one more challenge. Oh, it's almost time to quit.
Okay.
We got 9 minutes.
Okay, time for one.
Do you want to go over that game, or do you want to play one? I think it would be more fun if we could get one more game in.
Yeah, we'll do that one.
Yeah, Dezo, that was fun. Well, let's do one more hand and brain, and then Metal Eagle, I will be in touch with you. Let me know about this Simo that you do. So I'll if you want, I'll publicize it on my stream.
Sounds good.
And let's see when we can get together again, because 6 to 8 works really well because I play D&D at 8.
Definitely. Sounds good to me.
Awesome. All right, so we don't have a challenger. Man, we could go challenge somebody we don't know. Oh, let's try with me being the brain once and you being the hand. How's that?
That sounds good.
All right, somebody challenge our man Metal Eagle, and he...
Yes, Slom.
Slom, guys. Slom. Go challenge Slom for me. In fact, let me update my Nightbot for you. Your command for Metal Eagle. I'm going to add in there that you are... All right. We'll add that so people can see that you're what you are in that one. All right. So we need a challenge for Slom. And I will watch him this time. What kind of ice cream? I had, for lunch, I had Cold Stone. Hey, Dezo, you or Gridiron can play again. I'm going to be the brain, so you guys are going to do much better. Dezo, you would have won that game if I was the brain. Somebody needs to challenge Shlom. Where'd you get Slom? What is that from?
It's the beginning of my last name.
Oh, okay. Well, that made it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiberian is not the beginning of my last name.
Oh.
Marty Tiberian Quebec. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
So Tiberianowitz is a male full name. Yeah.
So now they're fighting over who doesn't play us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not it.
See, this would be a 4-way collaboration, Dezo and Gridiron. You guys could stream.
We have Gridiron, Superstar. We had played... Who we played last?
We played Dezo, Superstar. Yeah, Chess Superstar. Something
okay, so we'll
Superstar.
just do Gridiron, because that was new opponents, so let's see how...
But Gridiron, sometime what we could do is we can have a 4-way collab stream where there's 2 people, both, it's pairs of people playing hand and brain.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Tiberian Novich. That would be cool.
Yep.
All right. Gridiron, it's your move, obviously.
Yep.
I can draw arrows again because nobody can see my arrows.
Yeah.
Pawn.
Okay. I'll do this.
We're going to play faster because I'm supposed to be done in 5 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, I'll do this faster.
Pawn. Knight. Pre-move bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was me having fun. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pawn.
Okay.
Pawn. Interessante. Pawn. I forget how different it is being the hand. Pawn.
Yeah.
It is so different. Pawn. Rook. Knight. King. Pawn. 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 Bishop. Queen. Queen. King. Oh, that's a mistake, but oh well. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I was thinking it was a blunder. Sorry. Might still be a mistake, but it's not a blunder at least. Well, Queen. Oh, I know, but you could tell him pre-move if you tell him the piece, and then he can pre-move it if he wants. Yeah. As long as you still have to name the piece. Let's go knight. Queen. Knight. Rook. And knight. And knight. Rook. Rook. Queen. King. King. Rook. And let's go with Rook. Bishop. Rook. 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 Bishop. Rook. Pawn. 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 Rook. Bishop. Queen. Queen. Rook. Good game. So, and we will go over these games next time.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see the results. But I do have one move I want to show you. If you go to our study real quick, chapter 5. I just got to ask you if I was like totally crazy about this, but
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
okay. Are you in study chapter 5? Are you there, my friend?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. I said knight.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of here.
Of 96.
Yeah.
Okay. To go where this one? Okay. So it's not really threatening anything, it's just a trap. It says
Yeah. You're right. It's a trap. You're right. It's absolutely
And it
not
only has to
threatening
do,
anything,
like,
actually.
Bishop
Yeah,
G2,
you're right.
then-
Now that I realize it, yes, it was
Yeah.
just a trap. Yeah, you're
And he
right.
goes Bishop E2, and you do it with knight again, and this
Yeah,
is
now I gotta move the knight, and yeah, so maybe here, maybe here,
Yeah.
maybe here, then here, then here, though. You know, maybe here, then here, and then here. I don't know, but yeah, it was just a trap.
Yeah.
In the immortal words of Gilda Radner, never
Yeah.
mind. All right. Hey, thanks again, Metal Eagle. I always enjoy being with you. This was great. We'll do it again soon.
Yeah. Thank you.
Soon.
Yep.
All right, but I do have a Dungeons and Dragons group that are waiting for me probably and cursing me because I'm not there.
All right.
All right, let's hit up Thinker Teacher. One of my favorites. He's a good teacher and he teaches. So I like someone who teaches chess. So Metal Eagle teaches chess. Thinker Teacher teaches chess. Oh, you staying on Metal Eagle? You're not even streaming, are you?
No, I'm just
Okay.
telling you.
You're just hanging out with me.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys. What's today? Saturday? I am not streaming tomorrow. I'm traveling. I'll see you Tuesday.
Is done with the linear